This is Luke's Dreamworld. Relax Sunday. Part 39. Hey everybody, welcome back. On this Relax Sunday you can watch all the episodes of Luke's Dreamworld Part 39. But I have a quote for you. It's about creativity. If you're not prepared to be wrong, you never come up with anything original. It's from Ken Robinson. Well, I guess you will notice if you look at the episodes of this week, I can be wrong for sure sometimes, but it's okay. I hope you enjoyed all the episodes of Luke's Dreamworld, part 39 about creativity. This is Luke's Dreamworld, Brain Food Monday, part 39. Hey everybody, welcome back. This week I want to talk about creativity, and sure, I will be off topic again. I start with a quote. It's from Henry Thomas Buckle. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Well, I have to tell you something, and it's about a small mind because it's about people, but it's about myself, about my youth and my sins in my youth, because something happened and I have mentioned it already, but there is still some guilt, and I guess it's something that's unconscious, and I would like to talk about it because when I was young, about 14 years old, then, or maybe a bit older, 15, 16, I'm not very sure. My memory isn't there about it. Well, your memory fades, so that's why. And I worked at a place, at a cafeteria, and I enjoyed it, but I thought he wasn't paying me enough. So I stole some money, and I regretted it. So I went away, I took another job, but I also went back several years later to tell the man what I had done and to pay him back the money that I stole, more or less, because what happened was we moved and there was just a little tiny bit that I had to pay back, but I didn't. And that's what kept bothering me a long time, for sure. What happens was I was kind of creative and I saw some opportunities, and that's what I told him at that time. I told him, well, you have your business here, but the next door business is better because they have more room for the business and they have a terrace so people can sit outside and enjoy the sun. And what he did, I know for sure, later he bought that place. So I don't know if it was my influence and it was my idea, because I don't know how it works. Maybe he forgot about it, thought, well, this is a stupid idea, and he had an opportunity. And he bought a villa as well, so he made good money. So I shouldn't feel that much of a remorse, but still, it was eating on me, and it was in my unconscious. And sometimes I think that's the reason why I didn't want to make that much money, but I'm not sure if it really works that way. But it was a kind of guilt, and I had some remorse, and I guess I paid my debts by now. It's about 40 years later, so I should forget it, but you can tell that it's still in my mind. And that's I have to be conscious about, and I know I shouldn't feel guilty anymore. It was a sin for sure, about recklessness in my youth, and I guess I paid him back for sure, although the little bit lasting. But this is how it works in your mind. Isn't that great? And I don't really mind, because this is something that I had done, and I haven't done it anymore, although there are some little things about piracy, and I told you about that also. I will tell you about it this week about getting inspiration on the Inspiration Wednesday. But tomorrow I will like to talk about something that's kind of similar, about giving some advice to someone and seeing business opportunities, about being creative and thinking about out of the box. So I hope to see you tomorrow on the Positive Tuesday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Positive Tuesday, part 39. Hey everybody and welcome back. I will start with the quote. It's from Henry Matisse. Creativity takes courage. Well, it takes courage for sure sometimes, even if you are a businessman. And you have to be creative as a businessman as well. And I have an example from someone who had a company, a transport company. His wife was a doctor, a specialist in a hospital, a lung specialist, so they make a good money. And he saw an opportunity because there were some houses in one neighborhood near in the city where I live. So this is a real life example. And there were 3 houses and they were a bit worn out, so he had to renovate them. But what he did was he renovated one home near the water and he put 50 solar panels on his roof so it can be self-sufficient. He built a nice pool in the real big garden. It's near the city center, so you wouldn't expect it. And there's another home. He renovated it as well, and he put 2 apartments in it, and he is renting them on a short stay, a Airbnb kind of rent. So it gets about $85 for one night. And then there was another place. He was renovating it as well. It's a nice home. And there was a piece of land, not that big, but what he did, and I think it's so creative, he started a camper place where you can put your camper near the city with a shower and a toilet and a wash machine, and you can put your camper there. You pay about $22 one night. There's a room space for 20 campers, so you can see it's all automated. He has a website and you can get into the place with a code on the fence, and it opens. And it's what he did now. I know that he bought the lot and the 3 homes about 5 years ago for $1.2 million. So that's a lot of money. And he probably has spent some money for the renovations as well. And what he does now, he is selling the camper place for $1.1 million. So he lives for free if he has sold it. But I think it's very smart because he's not only selling that one house, he's also selling a kind of a business. So when you would buy it, you can earn from the camper place and it will pay for your home. And that's what I think is creativity and thinking out of the box. And for sure, this man is a real businessman. So I told a friend, he sold his business a while ago and he has some money. He bought a house for $500,000 and he sold it for $600,000, so he had some money. And I thought, well, maybe this is an opportunity for him. And I told him, but he says, no, I don't like it because it's near the city and I would like something like that, but in a wood or something else. So he didn't take the opportunity, and I don't mind. He bought a nice Tesla for $100,000 and is enjoying it, and he spends his money as he wants to spend it because it's not my money and I don't mind, because if someone wants to spend money like that, that's okay with me. But when I would have the money, I guess I would have bought the place, because it gives you a kind of money as well. You earn from the place, and in about 20 years you are free of your, even if you would have to take a loan, they don't take interest these days, or not that much. So I think that I should have taken that opportunity when I would have the money, but I don't have it, so it's okay with me. But I really know that this is kind of the thinking that I need, because this is what I have lacked. I told you about some ideas I had when I was younger, but I just didn't use them. So this is what's changing in my mind, and I start to see more opportunities. So I have to keep on thinking like that and see some examples as well and be inspired by it. So, well, this was my story for this Positive Tuesday, because I think it's very positive and quite creative, that it's kind of development for myself, and I know and notice that I'm starting to think differently, and that's what I probably need. I hope to see you tomorrow on the Inspiration Wednesday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld, Inspiration Wednesday, part 39. Hey everybody, and welcome back. I will start with the quote. It's from Sylvia Plath. The worst enemy to creativity is self-doubt. Well, I told you about my creative process and that what I should do, but what happened was this. A friend of mine had a virtual instrument with a lot of sound banks, and I can use them. Although officially it's not allowed, you could consider it a kind of piracy, but I think I am gonna take him on to the offer and use the DAW and see what kind of instrument it is, because for sure, if I earn money with my music and I use it, I will buy it. That's what I promise everyone, that when I make some music and there is some software that I'm using, I will buy it for sure, because the developers need money to develop their products as well. But what happens is this. Now I have all those sound banks, and I even downloaded some other sound banks for some instruments I had already. So I have a lot of sounds, and now I have to listen to the sounds, and sure, I can be inspired by it, but I told you already that this is not the way I should do it, because I should create my own sounds. And I know this sounds a bit crazy, but I guess it has to do with kind of a self-doubt. So I have to look at it very careful, and I know I can be inspired by all those sounds for sure. I have to learn how to create my own sounds on one of the virtual instruments that I own. And I have a lot of instruments, so it's possible. I could do it. Well, there is an opportunity, because I will have a bit more time. I was planning to go on a holiday for 1 week, but I have to skip it because it's cancelled because of the Omicron variant of the COVID. So I can't go on the holiday, and I'll promise you, I will use the week to create music and to learn to create my own sounds, and I will use the creativity from all the presets to know what I want. And I told you already that I can take a reference track and see how it's produced. So this is what I'm gonna do for instead of my holiday, my short holiday. And don't worry about me, because tomorrow I will go to the sauna for one day, also a bit shorter, because due to the COVID virus they have a kind of lockdown in the evening, so I only can go there during the day, but there will be enough time to relax and enjoy as well. So this is what I'm gonna do, and I promise you there will be some good tracks out of it for sure, and I will be inspired and it will boost my creativity. This was my Inspiration Wednesday, and I hope to see you tomorrow on the Life Hack Thursday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Life Hack Thursday, part 39. Hey everybody, welcome back. I will start with the quote. It's from Albert Einstein. I never made one of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. Well, I'm talking about creativity this week, but I can use some creative thinking, but also some rational thinking as well. Because I am looking at the synth that I borrow from that friend, and it's a virtual synthesizer, but I'm a bit overwhelmed because there are so many sounds and so many pianos and all kinds of violins and all kinds of synthesizers, and it's too much. That's what I found out. I'm drowning in all kinds of sounds that I probably won't use. And the other thing is that it takes a lot of space on my computer, but I think I'm gonna use it because I think I found a solution. As you know, I use some music on my vlogs, and I have to find some music that is rights free, and it's a bit harder lately, and sometimes I have those short tracks and I have to cut them and paste them and extend them, and hopefully you don't hear it. I'm pretty good at it, and but it's a lot of work as well. And this synthesizer has some kind of sequences where you hear all kinds of drums with bass drums and snares and all kinds of hi-hats, and there are some kind of prefab I call them prefab songs already. I guess this synthesizer is used for films, movies, scores and that kind of music. And I guess I can use them to create some music for my vlogs. I don't like to copy. I wouldn't use this kind of tracks for my own music, but for the vlogs I guess it can work. And then I'm still working on music and get inspired and hopefully get some creative ideas. And I have some music that I can extend, and I can create a track for about 4, 5, 6 minutes, and I don't have to cut and paste anymore. So I guess I'm gonna do that and try to be creative with it. There's another thing I'm gonna work on. As you know, I'm learning a lot every day. I try to learn something new, and I was learning JavaScript, and I have let it go a bit, so I'm gonna take on a challenge again, a 30-day challenge, and try to learn JavaScript. And maybe you say, well, that's the third time you are starting this JavaScript course, and yes, that's true, because I think it's a bit hard, and it's something that I don't use regularly, so I have to find out a way to learn. And when you repeat it, then it's a way that I can learn it. So I'm gonna take a new challenge, a 30-day challenge, and see if I can learn about JavaScript and maybe find some applications that I would like to try out and create, because it's a creative process as well, and it's something different. So I think I'm gonna stick to that plan for now and see how it works. So this was my vlog for this Life Hack Thursday. I hope to see you tomorrow. on the, Healthy Friday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Healthy Friday, part 39. Hey everybody and welcome back. I will start with a quote. It's from Pablo Picasso. Learn the rules like a pro, so you can break them like an artist. Well, that's an inspiring quote and I need it because sometimes I feel like everything is going wrong. It happens to everyone, I'm pretty sure about that. And I ruminate and I think about the things I have done in my life and all those failures I had. And then I know it's time to be very careful. And I have to take care of myself and look in my mind and see what's happening. A few years ago I would grab some weed and smoke it and be stoned for some weeks. I told you about it, so it's not a surprise. But I don't do that anymore and I don't think it's a healthy way of living, so that's why I don't want it. And not long ago I would have taken some sweets and eat my heart out with all kinds of candy, but not what I'm gonna do now either. What I'm gonna do now is I take some rest, because there are a lot of things on my head and sometimes you have to back up and you have to see what's going on and take a rest and enjoy. And although I'm thinking about what I can do, I told you yesterday about the JavaScript course. I found some boy, just a boy, who's explaining me how to use JavaScript, and it's great because now I guess I gonna understand it. Because it's a hard program language to learn, but it's something I would like. It's a challenge again, and like I told you with the music also, it's still a challenge, but I have to think about what I have to do to get it bigger and get people listen to the tracks. It means I have to deliver better tracks. That's what I know, but still it's a challenge. And I have to learn a lot. And sometimes, like today, then there are some thoughts about, well, what am I doing? Maybe I should better stop and try something else, but that's a trap. I don't want to try something else because this is what I want to try, and I have promised myself I will try it for about 5 years. Even with the vlogging, I will try it for 5 years, and there's not 1 year past, so I have to continue. And well, I don't mind if sometimes there's a dip and I'm a bit negative about what I'm doing. I'll be fine for sure. But that's because I have learned to look at my life in a healthy way for sure. And this is how things go. I tell you, I will take some rest, and tomorrow the sun still shines. Oh, I wanted to go on fitness today outside and do some exercises, and just there was some sun, and just at the moment I wanted to step out, there were some clouds and there was a heavy rain and even some snow, and I thought, well, I'm not gonna do it today. But I went on my bike and I rode I did some groceries, so I have some exercise in a different way, and sometimes it helps me as well, because then you do something else and your mind wanders off. So I told you, don't worry about me. This is a normal thing in a creative process as well, and I hope to see you tomorrow in the Inside Saturday. Ooh, I have something this week with all the pronouncing the days. Well, it's okay, I tried one more time. I hope to see you tomorrow in the Inside Saturday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Inside Saturday, part 39. Hey everybody, welcome back. I will start with a quote, and I have to be honest with you, I have the quote on a different kind of paper because this is the third time I take this topic. And the thing is that I ripped my script because I thought I was done, but I wasn't. And the reason why I'm doing it again was because I repeated some words a bit too much. I said, that's okay, for about 6 times, and that was a bit much. Tomorrow you will hear it also, because I always watch the videos and see if I think they are okay, but that's not always the case, especially when I repeat myself, and I noticed that I repeat myself a lot sometimes. So I tried not to tell you that's okay today and tell you the story that I want, and I will start with a quote. It's from Maya Angelou. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Well, I talked about creativity this week, and I think it's interesting because I know I'm a creative person and I come with a lot of creative ideas as well, but sometimes it seems it's not enough, and that's what's bothering me. That's why probably I had a dip yesterday, and I'm working on it. And I found out that, for example, yesterday I was kind of depressed. It's not really depression, it's just a dip, so it's okay with me. But what I found out was that it's about the process. It seems that I'm working my butt off and I don't have any progress. And that's what's bothering me, or I'm not sure what's going on, but I have to deal with it for sure. And I have to continue because this is what I want. And it's about expectations as well. But yesterday I went on and I created some music in the evening, although it wasn't in a way that I want to work, because I told you that I would like to have some lyrics and then create a melody and then create some music with an instrumental version and some drums. But I reversed it yesterday. That's because I have the new VST, the virtual instrument, with a lot of presets, and it's overwhelming, it's too much, I know. So this is what's forcing me to work in a different way as well. But that's what I'm going to do next week, so I guess, or I hope, it will be fine. We'll see. This was my Inside Saturday, and I had to be honest with you, because sometimes things aren't going as you would like to, but that's life as well. I hope to see you tomorrow on the Relax Sunday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Relax Sunday. Part 39. I hope you enjoyed part 39 of Luke's Dreamworld. In part 40 next week I take the topic gaming. Hope to see you there. Bye.